Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and today we're going to talk about the newly announced Monster Energy Supercross 5, the official video game, coming to all the next-gen and current-gen consoles on March 17th, 2022. That's right, the announcement was just dropped. There's an announcement trailer. We're going to talk about that real quick, talk about some of the features that they talked about in this press release, and then play a little bit of Supercross 4 while I just kind of, share some more of my thoughts and opinions on the upcoming game. All right, so like I said, let's watch the trailer first. It's just a minute long. It kind of starts off with this, I guess you're just kind of in a showroom showing off some different bikes.
Grace and elegance.
And they have
perfect balance.
A little announcer voice. Then we see a little bit of the gameplay with some music. Nothing that different looking so far, aside from obviously the changeover of the bikes and years.
They're an example of style, clean and pure.
So cool to see that it looks like we do get Tomac, Roxon, Webb, the top guys right there.
Are guided by a unique vision.
I do think it's a little funny how in this video clip they show Roxon like skimming the rhythm section. It's not very good look right there.
Now is your time to be a champion. Monster Energy Supercross 5. All style, all action, all for fame.
So that's the trailer real quick that we went over, and we'll get into a little bit more of this press release that they have here. But just from the trailer, obviously what we can derive is not much. It's a lot of kind of, created imagery so that we can see a little bit more of the game, but it's not like real gameplay. It's probably, some form of like mixed in real gameplay and some form of mixed in CGI that they did, but it doesn't look a whole lot different. It looks a lot like Supercross 4. But it just has the new riders and obviously some new things that we'll talk about right here. So let's just go through the press release because I feel like that's going to be kind of the bulk of everything that we'll want to talk about with this upcoming game. And we'll go from there. So yeah, starting out, like it says, that they're excited to announce Supercross 5, next entry level to the beloved Supercross video game. So PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. So all of those, I guess it's Gen 8 and Gen 9 consoles except for the Switch. Which I know a lot of people ask, is it going to be on Nintendo? But it doesn't look like it's going to be ported this time. And it also says the PlayStation version, if you get it on PS4, you can get a free upgrade to PS5. So into the next little bit here, Renovated career mode, allowing players to start developing as amateurs in the 250SX Features class. We had that in Supercross 4, reaching to aim the heights of glory as a pro. It also introduces the Rider Shape System, an exclusive feature for career mode that will affect riders' performances in case of falls or injuries. Training and completing specific tasks are key to quickly recovering and restoring your rider to always be in top form. That to me seems a little bit like their way of saying, you can get hurt and it really does affect you this time. Like in Supercross 4, they said it affected you, but I did a last to first challenge where I was injured and I was still won. So, maybe this is going to be a little bit different. Maybe this is going to be like, yes, you actually need to nurse your injuries back. Maybe you need to repair your motorcycle, which I think would be kind of cool, especially if you're like a privateer team or whatever. With Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game 5, players will enjoy a new gameplay experience enriched by two-stroke bikes, so that comes available in every game mode. That's cool. Newcomers, the Future Academy, will provide all the information needed to take the first steps into the Supercross world. This friendly tutorial will teach players the Supercross basics to help them climb the ladder from beginner to pro. It also provides many in-game options that will make races accessible for everyone. These will impact flow recovery, offer assisted steering, and many other technical aspects aiming to create a gameplay experience suitable for every kind of player. So that right there, that paragraph is pretty much the crux of what I always explain, that this game is not made for me. It's not made necessarily for you. It's made for everybody. So it's made for a 5-year-old. It's made for a 35-year-old. They're trying to encompass every player. And they've already had this like flow aid and assisted steering and stuff like that, but it does seem like they're maybe trying to go a little bit more with it and allow the advanced physics to be more difficult. Again, I think people still look at it and go, well, the advanced physics aren't even that difficult, so why do they have this? But you have to understand that like a 5-year-old picking up this game may really struggle to figure out like what rhythm section is. So this is one way that they kind of remedy that situation by giving them these tutorials. But this is probably my favorite part of the press release right here. The track editor is also back with the classic experience of track creation with new feature, Rhythm Section Editor. Players will be able to mix and match pre-existing modules to design complex prefab track sections that they will then be able to share with the community. Big win right there. I have wanted that since the first game. If you go all the way back to Excitebike 64, they had a rhythm section editor in that game. It was so much fun to mess around with, make all these different like weird, like dragons back over a table, like just a ton of different options. What I love about this is that this is what makes it not cookie cutter anymore. The game had prefab tables and prefab singles and all this stuff like that you couldn't manipulate. They were what they were. This says that you can take those prefab sections and manipulate them a little bit to make your own, but I would assume that means that like you can make like a dragon's back out of like a small whoop, a medium whoop, a tall whoop, and then like a single, and kind of mush them together to make like a realistic dragon's back instead of the ones that they have, which are like honestly like a real dragon's back. Like it's way too steep, way too exaggerated in some regards, and honestly just doesn't work at sometimes. So I love that. I'm really keen to check it out and see what that's about, because if it is what I think it is, I think it'll be huge for like the track creation community, to be able to pretty much create any replica, any track that they want. But we'll see what it looks like. It does sound promising though. So they're going to have a track editor contest be back, and another player will have the opportunity to create a track and enter the contest directly into the game. So, I mean, the Indianapolis Supercross in 2022 is a user-created track from the Supercross 4 video game. So in 2023, someone will make a track from Supercross 5 that will be used in 2023. So I think that's pretty cool. Racing with friends or solo in a new stunning open world environment. Compound is the answer. They always have a compound, so that's nothing new. This is also cool down here. So this is something I didn't know that they were actually going to be tackling. Online multiplayer for the first time features cross-gen matchmaking and brings a challenge to the world scale. So yeah, that is fantastic because, PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, you guys, I guess, can now play together. Xbox Series X or S to Xbox Series 1 can now play together. I don't know what that means for PC, but again, just, the first step, like one little step now, then we'll have more cross-platform stuff in the future with like, the track editor. You'll be able to port tracks to a different console and stuff like that. So, hey, they're taking a step, even if it's a small one, a baby one, they're taking a step. And then Monster Energy Supercross the 5 game also features split screen mode to play with friends side by side on the couch. Again, another big positive in my opinion. They haven't had it in MXGP. They haven't had it in the Supercross games until now. I constantly get asked, hey, I want to play, a game with my son, or I want to play games with my friends or whatever. What games have split screen? None of these had it until now, except like MX vs. ATV. So I'd always recommend MX vs. ATV for those guys. So this is huge. I think this is a big win. It'll allow, a lot more opportunities for people to get these games, play them at home, and actually have fun and not feel like they need to get online to figure out, what expansive features are available in the game. So I think that's big right there. And then they're also bringing the ESX Championship sponsored by Yamaha back. The ESX Championship sponsored by Yamaha in Supercross 4 is not officially done yet. Stage 3 is still coming up. It'll be sometime in December. I have some exciting news to share with that shortly. But yeah, so this is Supercross 5. This is the details, the information available March 17th, 2022. Let's jump into Supercross 4. I want to talk about a couple more things, and then I'll send you guys on your way. All right, so let's talk about a couple things with Supercross 5. Jumping off of Supercross 4 here, just playing a little bit of Supercross 4. It's Adam Cianciarulo back from the 2020 season. Obviously, Supercross 5, it's going to have the 2021 tracks, so don't expect to see, a whole gamut of new 2022 tracks. But with the track editor, it's going to be pretty cool to see what we can play around with and make some cool stuff. I'm well aware there's going to be people that like and dislike the look and appeal of this game, and I can already read the comments now just saying, it's just another, money grab, copy paste, etc., etc. I don't know how many times I'll have to go through the whole, they're under contract to make these games, so they can't sit back and spend 4 years to make the perfect game that everybody's asking for. But, I urge you guys to actually do some research on that before you just sit there and crap all over it. Either way, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what these changes look like, what, the track editor, the split screen, the cross-platform stuff, that's all, I feel like, making some good steps in the right direction. I do hope that, physically there's some changes that we can notice and see, and, tracks-wise, they maybe do a little bit better job of not making everything so, drastically rough, and, make semi-realistic jump shapes and stuff like that for a lot of the things. I feel like oftentimes they just go, a little bit over the top with with everything on the tracks. But yeah, I'm excited for it, and I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say about this, what you guys are looking forward to with the new game, what you may be disappointed by reading the press release and seeing the trailer. There's still a lot of time. I think there's things that they're probably looking to change about the game before the game comes out. I know that, like people always love to say that, oh, what we just saw in the trailer is 100% going to be the game, but, we still have about 5 months. Yeah, pretty much exactly 5 months until the game comes out. So there's time. There's stuff that they're going to be able to work on and make better and improve upon, and definitely looking forward to just kind of seeing it all where it goes, and when it comes out, we're going to play the heck out of it. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, what you want to see differently, what you're either excited about for the new game or what you're disappointed in, as I mentioned. I'll be sure to jump down there and answer any questions or comments that you guys have regarding the new game. But yeah, that's the news today. Supercross 5 announced, coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC on March 17th, 2022. So either pre-order it now or get behind it. We'll probably be posting a lot more updates and other things as it comes available. But thanks guys for tuning in to another video here on Start Your Systems, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. So long for now.